Hey guys, I haven't done a video like this in a while, um, but I want to start doing videos like this again, and I know it's been a long time, but my videos don't really get very many views anyways, so and I don't really care about the whole like, comment, subscribe thing, so because a lot of comments are just nasty anyways, and um, I don't really like people's stuff on YouTube very often, so I don't really expect anyone to like my stuff too often either. But all that aside, I just sort of like pondered on the toy industry and just I kind of want to talk about a little bit like where it's at and where it seems to be going. Um, it's just kind of a weird dynamic with the toy industry. I'm watching a lot of YouTube and watching guys like go to Walmart, your typical Walmart, your typical Target, and then your typical um, like Ross Dress for Less. I've never even stepped foot into a Ross Dress for Less, but like like Big Lots and Burlington. Burlington is always so like it seems like I know nowadays Target is starting to look like a Burlington, but like Burlington is just man like I don't know why, but people just feel like they have to run through and just throw everything around and not give a crap about what the people are selling. And I mean Burlington is supposed to be a cut above like Goodwill and Salvation Army, and like even with those stores, I don't know why people um, have the need to do that with those. It just seems kind of trashy, and seems very like almost seems kind of desperate too. Like you're really trying to find this one thing, but like nobody knows what that one thing is, and nobody like I don't think Burlington or Ross or even Target would even sell that one thing that you're desperately looking for. So, you know, it's just so weird. But anyways, back to what my point was on the subject matter about the toy industry is I know that like a lot they're trying to push the whole thing into like a online only type of thing, which I'm used to ordering online. The stuff here I got actually didn't come from online though. These were actually this I found just this weekend. It was a 1978 Kenner Star Wars Land Speeder, and I actually just found it at a Goodwill randomly on Sunday, and it was only $1.99. I mean, you can't get anything that cheap, this good anymore. So, and it's in perfect condition for being that much and for being that old. The only thing that's kind of wrong with it would have to be the windshield, which is heavily yellowed and kind of cracked too on the corners. But like most specimens that I'm finding on eBay, um, like they're usually missing this tailpipe right here and the seats and the stickers. So this has everything. Just the one thing is just the window isn't in very good condition, and it doesn't come with the box either. The really expensive ones I see come with like a box, and then this thing too, this GI Joe vehicle that it was actually packaged as like a Street Fighter thing, back when Hasbro had the Street Fighter 2 line. This I found at just randomly at Salvation Army for probably just as much as that, if not less. So, and then this vehicle right here, this Star Wars spaceship. I don't know the name of this. I think maybe this is from Revenge of the Sith, or Revenge of the, um, yeah, Revenge of the Sith. Sorry. Um, I'm not a huge Star Wars fan, but I do buy the vehicles for my 118 collection. Um, they like if I can get them cheap, I don't pay high dollar for them. Same thing kind of goes for GI Joe vehicles. If I can get them cheap, then I'll buy them. But yeah, I just found that at a Salvation Army too, and I think it was the same place I got that GI Joe vehicle. But like you really can't find deals like that anymore. Like even Goodwill nowadays. Excuse me. Goodwill nowadays, they're getting like more and more savvy with what their donations are. So I'm surprised they didn't snatch this up and then put it on their online market. Um, but like, I've been collecting for like over 20 years now. So I've seen a lot of stuff come and go. I've kind of gotten into a lot of different toy lines and got out of them. I thought certain toy lines were the best thing, and then got out of them. Like I used to think that that McFarlane was the best toy line ever back in the early to late 2000s, and then like once NECA came around, the first time I saw NECA was when they was actually at Hot Topic in the summer of 2005, and they were selling the Devil's Rejects toys. So that was kind of my first introduction to NECA. And then later on that year, for my birthday, my mom and my stepdad actually got me an 18-inch tall Jason figure from the Freddy vs. Jason. Kind of wish I still had that, because I actually just sold it at a garage sale like 10 years ago, and just didn't think anything of it. But like I kept it for a while. I kept it for like for basically 9 years. So and then like after that, I had some Christmas money, and I bought like a Jason Friday the 13th 2 Jason Pamela Voorhees set, and that was really cool. Came with like a bunch of weapons and stuff like that, and then eventually I did get like a couple of Devil's Rejects toys. I didn't get all of them, but I got like Captain Spaulding and Otis, because I thought they had like the coolest weapons. So I got those, and then from there I just continued to buy a lot of Spawn stuff, buy some NECA stuff, but like at that time NECA wasn't really that widely available, and they weren't really doing a lot of horror movie stuff. Like they would have like their line, which was Cult Classics, which was kind of like their version of Movie Maniacs. And it was cool and all, but things just halted. Like they weren't really doing a lot of horror movie stuff. After that, Mezco came out with like a line that was pretty much their version of Cult Classics and Movie Maniacs, called Cinema of Fear, and I thought that was a great line. But they didn't come out with very many figures, and it was only like 3 series of figures. No, it was 4. I take that back. It was 4. I still have one of their figures, one of their Jasons, to this day, but I don't think it's like that great of a Jason. But I do still have one of their Jason figures to this day. And then like after that, like the Predator, NECA started doing the Predator figures, and they did that for a while, but it was sort of the same issue that I had with the Mezco Cinema of Fears. Like they weren't pumping this stuff out fast enough. So, and it like, I don't know why, but like I kind of get into this funk where like if I really like something, like let's say like at the time I really liked Spawn, or I really liked Cult Classics, from NECA, or I really liked Mezco Cinema Fear, or I really liked NECA Predator. There just wasn't anything out that really interested me. So, you know, but the cool thing about once the Predator stuff started coming out is when I started getting more and more into airsoft. So, so it's like if I couldn't splurge on a NECA Predator figure, I would just splurge on an airsoft gun. So I had options of what I was into. Then, like, you know, once I moved into this place, which was right around Thanksgiving of 2015, more stuff started to come out. Like, uh, like for example, um, there was just more stuff coming out. Like I always wanted female figures, like really good, sexy, beautiful, well made, sturdy female figures. And one of the toys that I kind of really got into that sort of did that was Claiborne Moore. And I guess it was a line that was around during the, I want to say either late 90s or early 2000s, somewhere within there, when you had when everyone and their grandma was sort of making these like McFarlane style figures where they were sort of like pre-posed and statuesque, and also like highly detailed. So I got some of them. I pretty much have all of them right now. I don't know if there's any of them that I got rid of. I got like so much stuff at this point. But let me show you a little bit what I'm talking about.